Welcome to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx as the fans make their way in for Game 3 of the three-game series between the Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley. Tonight, the Red Sox have a chance to win the series as they send their youngster Eduardo Rodriguez to the mound.
Not a big deal for this kid, Yankee Stadium. You think about the biggest start of the year, you have to go back to that right before the All-Star break. He pitched against the Yankees, and at that time, the Red Sox were really in this thing, and they needed this game from this kid. In the first inning, he goes out, and A-Rod goes deep, takes him deep. It did not affect him. He went close to 7 innings in this game, and you're going to see him only have a couple punch-outs in this game, and later on, Jacoby Ellsbury takes him deep too, but those were his only 2 blemishes, were 2 home runs. But that's the resilience this kid has had. Every time he's had a bad game, he's come back. You remember Toronto beat him up, then it was the tipping pitches thing with Baltimore. He came back with another good start. Then Anaheim, after the All-Star break, he got lit up big time. And since that time, he has pitched as well as he ever has. So Yankee Stadium should have nothing to do with this kid's confidence. He's got a lot of that.
Really good pitching matchup tonight in the finale of this 3-game series. It'll be Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound, overall 6-3 up against CC Sabathia. In his career, Sabathia is 11-12 against Boston. We're back with more from Yankee Stadium right after this. Audi. Experience the new Audi A3 today. Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Toyota's website for deals via Toyota.com. DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of your Boston Red Sox. The Scion TC. And by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at Southwest.com. We welcome you back to Yankee Stadium for Game 3 of the 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Yankees. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, you definitely can tell when your roster has changed dramatically, and the Red Sox over the course of the year have had some injuries to that roster. And they have some big injuries. Their ace, Clay Buchholz, who began the year as the Red Sox ace, ends up on the 60-day DL. Dustin Pedroia, the second baseman, goes on the DL as well with a hamstring problem. And now the Red Sox are without Mookie Betts, who was banged up, of course, heading into the bullpen at Fenway Park as we welcome in Garen Austin. And Garen, the very latest on Mookie Betts.
Thanks, Don. Mookie Betts has been on the 7-day concussion DL since July 29th after tracking down a fly ball in center field, flipping over the wall and landing on his head. Manager John Farrell said that his symptoms are improving, but did mention that he met with concussion specialist Dr. Collins in Pittsburgh today.
He will meet us tomorrow in Detroit. He's actually gone through Pittsburgh to meet with Dr. Collins. That was at the request, and certainly just kind of more of the normal protocol with concussion. So we'll get more of that report after today. But he will join us in Pittsburgh as of tomorrow, or excuse me, Detroit as of tomorrow.
Series as the Yankees have taken the field tonight. So let's check out the Red Sox starting lineup tonight, as the Red Sox starting lineup is brought to you by your Eastern Hyundai dealers. Yeah, leading it off, and in right field, a little different for the Red Sox. Rusney Castillo is in right with Xander Bogaerts at shortstop. David Ortiz, the DH, bats third with Hanley Ramirez in left. Mike Napoli is at first base with Pablo Sandoval at third. Ryan Hannigan does the catching. Josh Rutledge getting a start for the Red Sox at second base. And Jackie Bradley Jr. is in center field. He bats ninth. Again, the Red Sox lineup is brought to you by your Eastern Hyundai dealers. Now tonight on the mound for the New York Yankees is CC Sabathia, who gets the start. Yankees starting pitcher presented by your New England Nissan dealers. 21st start for CC Sabathia, 4-8 on the year with a 5.54 earned run average, 97 strikeouts to 25 walks. And opponents hitting at 302 against CC Sabathia. 5+ innings last time out against Texas, ended up with a no decision, but kind of a tough outing. 9 hits, 5 runs, struck out 3, walked 1. He gave up 3 home runs in that game in Arlington. The Yankees defense brought to you by DraftKings. Third to first, Chase Headley at third with Didi Gregorius at short. Brendan Ryan at second. Mark Teixeira at first base. Left to right in the outfield, Brett Gardner, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Chris Young. John Ryan Murphy doing the catching for CC Sabathia. Tonight's umpires are brought to you by Buick. Experience the new Buick lineup during this year's Sign and Drive. See your local Buick dealer today. Rob Drake has the plate with DJ Rayburn at first base. Mike Everett at second base, and the crew chief Kerwin Danley is the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game. 79 degrees as we get it started tonight from Yankee Stadium. Breeze in from left at 9 miles per hour. And the forecast partly cloudy. A little bit overcast right now as we get it started tonight in New York. Lights are on at the stadium. And Rusney Castillo leading it off here for the Red Sox in the finale of this series. 270 average with 2 homers, 10 runs batted in. He has been coming off the bench to pinch hit the first 2 games of the series. Gets the start tonight in right field. And here we go. CC Sabathia ready to work with his first pitch of the ball game. And it is outside for ball 1. Tonight's key matchup brought to you by Honda. Start something special with a great deal on a Honda. Castillo at 727, 8 for 11 in his career against New York, and a home run mixed in there as well for Rusney. A little bit low, and it's 2-0.
I'll tell you what, the Red Sox have given CC trouble even when he did throw the ball good. You know, several years ago, they always give him a battle, but now, you know, talk about velocity. We've seen 93, 92, but that's about as hard as he goes. This is as bad as CC's pitched in his whole career. Talk about a guy that's given up 24 home runs, 5.5 ERA, and this is just not CC. 35 years old, coming up on 3,000 innings. That's what happens.
We saw the arsenal for him, a lot less fastballs than perhaps we're used to. I mean, is that it in a nutshell, the amount of innings that he's thrown, the lack of velocity, that part of it?
Velocity's one thing, but the breaking ball, you know, the lack of the bite on your breaking ball. Now he tries to turn the ball over, his fastball, which he should, and uses his changeup more.
Swing and a miss. Castillo chases and strikes out. So Sabathia strikes out the first batter that he faces tonight.
Now you see right there, changeup, not even close. He missed that ball so bad, but a high changeup that you're going to see a lot of tonight.
Well, 1 down here in the first brings up Xander Bogaerts at 312, 3 homers and 51 runs batted in. Ranked 7th in the American League in batting average to start the night. Since May the 31st, he is tops in the American League with a 346 average. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
He's had a lot of success against left-handed pitching this year. Hit me, see right there, almost 400.
Joey Davis looking on as the Red Sox bat here in the first inning. Able to muster 2 runs last night. It was enough to win, though, thanks to some very good pitching.
Stephen Wright, huh? Ooh, he's dazzling.
Very, very good last night.
9 punch-outs.
The career high, and of course the home run by David Ortiz, the difference in the game. One to Xander. Kind of jammed him. It's up the middle. Ranging is Ryan. Off balance throw. Gets there in time. The former shortstop Brennan Ryan. Nice rangy play there. 2 down. And a shortstop arm at second base.
Oh, this kid is a great defensive player wherever you put him. Played shortstop for the longest time, but he makes this play look so easy.
2 down in the first inning, and it brings up Big Poppy David Ortiz. 2:44 to start the night. 21 home runs, 60 runs batted in. They are shifting per usual here on the right side for New York, with Ryan headed to the outfield grass. In there for strike 1, bottom of the zone. Into the home run for David Ortiz, a 2-0 pitch, a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he turns around in a hurry. Ends up being the game winner in the end.
Really the only mistake that Severino made last night.
David Ortiz has had 67 at-bats against CC Sabathia in his career. .239 average against him. 16 for 67, 2 homers for David off Sabathia.
He's the only pitcher that has hit him. Hit by the pitch. Sabathia drilled him after several years not being drilled. About, who knows, somebody said something and CC dropped him the next day.
All the success that David's had against the Yankees over the years.
Little slider coming up.
David thought about it. Did he go? They checked. No, he did not, says Kerwin Danley.
He still gets left-handed hitters out. Hitting a .190 off him. It's the right-handers that are hitting .330.
Ortiz to center field. Jacoby Ellsbury makes his way over and takes care of business. A 1-2-3 first inning for Sabathia. The Yankees are coming up. in order. Yankees coming up. The Yankees lineup brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Now Jacoby Ellsbury in center field, leading it off with Brett Gardner in left. Alex Rodriguez, the DH, with Mark Teixeira at first base. Chris Young is in right. Chase Headley at third base. John Ryan Murphy doing the catching. Didi Gregorius at shortstop. And Brendan Ryan at second base bats ninth. Red Sox starting pitcher presented by your local New England Audi dealers. Eduardo Rodriguez, 13th start in the big leagues. 6-3 with a 4.34 earned run average. Ellsbury leading it off, showing bunt and pulling it back to take strike one. Last time out, a no decision for Rodriguez. 5 innings against the Rays, giving up 3 runs. Walked as many as he struck out. On the ground, down the first baseline, it'll kick foul. I think you've seen enough of this guy to know that he's not going to be riled by Yankee Stadium.
No, not at all. This kid's got a ton of confidence. You know, you see what happened last time out. Threw 110 pitches in 5 innings, but he found a way to get through it. I mean, that's as most pitches as he's thrown since he's been in the big leagues. But, you know, the fastball, you see the 75%. He's going to throw that a lot. And that's to his arm side. And he was missing badly last time out, but he made some adjustments. And that's what he's been doing this first year in the big leagues. He's been so resilient. After a bad outing, he always comes back with a good one.
Sprayed foul off to the left, and Rodriguez ahead here 0-2.
I mean, you look back to this little short period of time he's been in the big leagues. Every time he got crunched, I mean really crunched, Toronto, Baltimore, Anaheim, he came back with a solid start.
Have to have a short memory. There's a ground ball by the mound, headed out towards Bogaerts. Got to hurry with Ellsbury running, and he gets it there in time. Now the Red Sox defensively brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Sandoval, Bogaerts, Rutledge, and Napoli in the infield, with Ramirez, Bradley, and Castillo in the outfield. Hannigan doing the catching for the first time in the series after Swihart caught the first 2 games of the series. One down here in the bottom of the first takes us to Brett Gardner. 285, 11 home runs, 49 runs batted in. The first night of the series off, back in there last night for the Yankees. On deck, Alex Rodriguez. New York batting here in the bottom of the first inning. On the ground, right side. Rutledge lays it out. Gets up, and his throw is just in time. Nice play by Rutledge. I've seen him at third base. First appearance at second, and a nice play right there.
He timed that dive perfectly. This ball's trying to get in the hole here. You think he's got a base hit, Gardner, but perfectly timed dive. Slide, gets to his feet, throws him out easy. Nicely done. Gotta love that.
Eduardo likes it a lot. 2 down here in the first inning, and it brings up Alex Rodriguez. Rod, the DH, had 278, 24 home runs, 62 runs batted in. They are shifting on the left side of the infield for Rodriguez.
There's that breaking ball we don't see all that much of. Hard one, 88 mile an hour. That's more of a cutter. That ball's thrown so hard.
Alex 0 for 4 in last night's game. Fouls it off to the right out of play. It is hit spy direction. Stacked up on the left side with Rutledge, the second baseman, coming over to the left side. To left and in for a base hit for Alex Rodriguez. First base winner of the night for New York.
Couple hard breaking balls inside before the base hit. He doesn't hit the ball very hard. Fastball in, it kind of beat him, but he got to it, just sort of fought it off. flipped it into left field. He's got to show those right-handers that hard breaking ball down and in.
2 down, A-Rod at first, and here is Mark Teixeira batting from the right side, the switch hitting first baseman. He'll take strike one. 268 to start the day. 29 homers, 76 runs batted in for Teixeira. This combination of A-Rod and Teixeira been very good. 3-4 spots for New York, and a big part of the reason they have a 4.5 game lead atop the American League East. But here come the Blue Jays, and they got a lot of games left with Toronto coming up.
Tomorrow night, here they come.
Yep. See, most of the power has come from the left side for Teixeira. Batting right-handed tonight with the lefty on the mound.
That's more sliders or cutters than I've seen in a whole game in this first inning, which makes that outside corner to a right-handed hitter. He can have it anytime he wants. A lot like when Lester was here. Anytime he wanted, he'd dot that outside corner. It's there for him if he throws that cutter.
Grounded foul.
Once again, another one. I mean, this is the game plan. I'm talking about 6 of them he's thrown. That outside corner is way outside for Tex right now. You just dot him away.
Fouled off to the right. Still 2-2.
He caught too much of the plate, but didn't have the greatest of swings. He's late on that pitch. Got that wristy fastball.
Downstairs, full count.
Have you ever seen so many sliders? Remember we talked about he didn't even use it some games.
Yep. I'm curious as to the approach here. It's, as you said, definitely the game plan. But
it's got to be. And he wants to make all those right-handed hitters conscious that he can throw that ball inside. Gives him that outside corner right now.
In the dirt, ball 4, and he loses to Teixeira. So the first walk given up by Rodriguez, and they're 2 on with 2 down.
Throw too many breaking balls, you haven't got a feel for your fastball.
Well, that's my next question. Is that the reason he's not going to the fastball that much?
No, he's trying to throw his ball down and away, and he tries to throw it too hard. 96. He tries to hump on it. You try to hump, it's not there. You should be able to throw that ball down and away anytime you want.
Well, here is Chris Young at 268. 13 homers and 36 runs batted in. All of a sudden, the Yankees in business here with 2 down. A single for A-Rod, a walk for Teixeira. And Young getting time from the home plate umpire Rob Drake. .276 with runners in scoring position for Chris Young. He'll take strike 1 as Rodriguez gets credit for that on the inside corner. Leading hitter against left-handers. Largely the reason Young is in there. .371. That's with A-Rod at second, Teixeira at first. 2 down here in the first inning.
Look how hard that changeup is. Looked like a sinker, but I think it's a changeup. This is 89 miles an hour and it's sinking, but that's a changeup.
That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Kind of frozen on that.
Another hard changeup.
On deck is Chase Headley with 2 down here in the first inning for New York. Young with a swing and a foul tip gets a piece to stay alive.
How did he get a piece of that?
Barely did.
Look at this funky swing. This ball's going to hit him in the kneecap. Foul tips it.
Able to stay alive, get another swing here. Alex Rodriguez at second, Mark Teixeira at first, 2 down in the Yankees' first inning. 23rd pitch coming up.
High cheese right here, maybe.
On the ground, diving at third is Sandoval. Stroll go to first, and it'll be safe. Everybody's safe for New York. Able to beat it out is Chris Young, showing good speed down the line.
That's what made that base hit, is Chris Young. He didn't get this ball up. It's a fastball supposed to be up. Nice play, nice dive by Pablo. Took him a while, didn't get as much on that throw, and that's all it took. Normally, you see the nice play here, the dive, gets up, takes a while to get up, but he doesn't throw a BB across like he normally does, kind of a changeup all the way across. Beats it by a hair.
Red Sox are challenging here.
I thought he was safe, but we'll see.
I think he's out.
He's out.
Red Sox starting to walk off the field as they take a look at the screen in center field.
Pretty confident, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And the umpire is trying to send them back onto the field. They haven't made up their mind yet.
Ends up being a nice play.
So I question, did Napoli keep his foot on the bag during that? And I think he did. The throw definitely beat him.
But you know how usually Pablo just throws a bullet over there, doesn't he?
Didn't get as much on that.
I don't think he got a good grip on
like
it.
A changeup going to first base.
Out. Come on.
So he is out. After further review, the Red Sox challenge and win the challenge. Done with one without a score. It's time now for Coors Banquet Timeless Moments. Steve Wright last night against the Yankees.
Doesn't get any better than that. Some of these pitches swinging and missing. And then he paints a fastball there to Teixeira. Back to the knuckleball all night long. Lots of swings and misses. Look at that. That ball dropped a foot. Another swing and miss. He had it going on. 2 starts in a row.
At 8 strikeouts time before last night, and last night with 9 as swing the first pitch, grounding it towards short and a high hop. Gregorius will throw out Sabathia. Sabathia gets Ramirez for the first out of the inning to ground out. So 4 in a row for Sabathia so far tonight. MLB.TV Premium is the #1 live streaming sports service. Watch every out-of-market game live or on demand in true HD on over 400 mobile and connected devices. Visit MLB.TV for details. So Hanley Ramirez grounding out for the first out here of the second inning brings up Mike Napoli. Napoli in there against Sabathia tonight, hitting a .209 on the season. Broken bat, grounder foul as the bat splinters.
Pulling off right at the tip of the end of the bat. Used to see where they exploded and go into the stands. Luckily for, I don't know what it was, a different type of wood. Was it maple before that broke? They changed to that? Yeah.
Maple. Napoli 10 for 38 against Sabathia, hitting at .263. Has 2 home runs in his career off Sabathia. That'll drop in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Napoli didn't think so.
And that's what he's got to do a lot more of. A little backdoor Johnson there, breaking ball. That was a nice pitch.
Fights it off, foul over by the Red Sox dugout. Napoli so far 2 for 6 in the series. Red Sox headed to Detroit after the ball game tonight to begin the 3-game weekend series against the Tigers. Napoli fouls it off to the right out of play. And still a stop in Miami to go for the Red Sox at the tail end of this trip.
Just to get some bronze in.
Yeah, bronzing on Monday.
I've been living in a hotel for the last 3 days. I haven't seen the sun.
It's tough to bronze in New York.
It really is.
Let's go into Central Park and bronze in there.
I can't do that. And I'm not going to come down here and hang out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
0-2 pitch is outside, 1-2. Napoli now, Sandoval next. Red Sox batting here in the second inning. Swing and a miss. Napoli fooled on that. Second strikeout for Sabathia, 2 down.
Well, CC is pitching. I'll tell you, he's seen everything that at bat. Backdoor breaking balls, fastballs in, and look at this. Turn me over, changeup. 3-finger piece. That is a beautiful thing when somebody swings.
2 down here in the second brings up Pablo Sandoval. .262, 9 homers and 35 runs batted in. Pretty good pitch. He didn't get credit for it. Sandoval with a home run in the series. And ahead in the count, 2-0. Ryan Hannigan on deck. Mike Swihart starting the first 2 games of the series. Hannigan getting the start tonight. Too high for ball 3.
Last time out, CC pitching in Texas, he had a little dehydration, right? He had to go to the hospital after the game.
5+, gave up 3 home runs in that outing. You know how hot it gets in Texas this time of year.
I didn't take my salt pills one time, and I just went into like a fit almost. Cramped all up.
Here's ball 4. And down to first base goes Sandoval. A couple close pitches there, but Sabathia with his first walk. Well, tonight's suits are designed by Joseph Abboud, custom made in the USA of fine Italian fabrics, available at Men's Warehouse. 2 down in the second. Sandoval at first, and brings up Ryan Hannigan. Saw Joseph Abboud the first day in. Great to see him.
Who's here?
Yeah, new store he's got right across the street from the hotel.
Oh,
Madison Ave now.
I wish I had known that. I would have went over there. Should have told me.
I didn't tell you.
Oh, okay.
Hannigan with a swing and a miss.
I mean, when's the next time I'm going to be in New York to go to Joseph Abboud across the street? Seriously, I'm going to make a trip, plan a trip to do that.
You might. It's worth it.
I guess. I don't know.
A 7-game hitting streak for Ryan Hannigan coming in tonight at 321. Back over the years for Sabathia, 21-win season with the Yankees in 2010. 21-7 that year with a 3.18 earned run average.
But they got him in 9, right? Right away they won it. They won it in 9.
That was a 19-win season, 19-8. 34 starts that first year in 09. That's after the year before he finished in Milwaukee. Remember, he got the Brewers into the playoffs that year.
Right. Threw a lot of innings that year.
Yeah. Pitching on short rest a lot that year.
4-man rotation they had at the end.
On the ground, vacated right side into right field. Sandoval takes second, and the Red Sox have something going here with 2 down in the inning. First hit of the night for Boston belongs to Ryan Hannigan.
Wasn't exactly slugged to right field, but placed in the right spot. That's pretty much what he really likes to do. Ball up middle. Doesn't hit it very hard. 15 hopper through the right side of the infield. Perfectly placed.
Finished the year 11-2 that year with Milwaukee. 1.65 earned run average.
And he got all that big iron. I don't know what it was he got, but it was a lot of money. Then he opted out on it, right? 3 years in or 4 years into it. They gave him some more money. That's why he's got more years left on this contract.
More years, more iron.
More iron. That's like Greinke's probably trying to do with the Dodgers this year. He can opt out.
Josh Rutledge batting, coming over from the Angels in the Shane Victorino deal. As he fouls it off to the right, gets a start tonight at second base. Sabathia starting his career, the Cleveland Indians, breaking into the big leagues in 2001.
He just barely won that Cy Young Award over Josh Beckett, didn't he? Just barely.
And here 0-2. Another close pitch, 1-2.
I talked about him losing his cheese, but you know, he's throwing 92, 93. There's nothing to sneeze at that. It's not like he's throwing 88. But for him, this is a guy who should get it up there. You know, jump on one 96, 97 in his day.
Born in Vallejo, California, resides in Alpine, New Jersey now. His 30th pitch of the night. Rutledge strikes out. 93 on the fastball by him. Third strikeout for Sabathia. No score from New York.
Thanks, Don. I spoke with pitching coach Carl Willis, and he told me that Eduardo Rodriguez does a lot of homework, and that's very advanced for his age. Willis also told me that Rodriguez is very confident in what he wants to do, and that confidence really sets him apart. Don?
Well, Garrett, thanks very much. How much homework did you do?
I knew you were going to say that. I didn't know. None. Zero. Zero. My first year in the big leagues, I just aired it out. They told me, well, this guy's a good fastball hitter. This guy's a good breaking ball hitter. Whatever. I'm throwing as hard as I could throw it.
Now Chase Headley leads it off and sends one down the right field line out of play.
And I'll never forget, from why I bring this up all the time. Schilling, remember? They used to catch him on TV all the time.
Writing notes.
It drove me crazy. Maybe he just can't remember, right? That's why he did it.
Could you remember?
I remembered everything. See? That trap, once I do it, I threw him a 3-2.
This is softly to second base, and Rutledge off balance throw in time to get Chase Headley.
Yeah, two nice plays by Rutledge early on in this game.
Yep.
Going both different ways.
So one out here in the second inning. John Ryan Murphy, the catcher, at 297 with a home run, 10 runs batted in. I guess there is a thing called information overload too, as far as preparing for players as well.
But I understand it now.
Yeah.
The information is there, and it's all there, and it's all, it works right down to how they shift everybody and all that. And
on the ground left side, Pablo backs off. Bogarts gets it there in time. Very close play with Murphy down the line. And Joe Girardi coming up to the top step. See if he's going to challenge this.
no.
Nope, he's not. Back down the steps again. That was quick.
Yeah, that wasn't even close. Pablo let the ball go by. Bogey gets it done.
So 2 down. 5 ground ball outs. All the outs on the ground right now for Eduardo Rodriguez.
Pitching like Miley, trying to keep the ball down.
Didi Gregorius, the shortstop, stands in.
This is a new look. There's a lot of breaking balls.
Center field. Bradley has got it under control out there, and he puts it away. A 1-2-3 second. We're through 2 without a score from Yankee Stadium. pitch. Luis Severino is the first pitcher in AL history with 2 or fewer hits allowed, no walks, and at least 7 strikeouts in his major league debut. Twisted Tea is the hard iced tea. It tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. Ended up getting the loss in last night's game, but pitched well. A lot of people talking about how many pitches he threw in 5 innings, but still pitched pretty well.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
I really was. Good velocity. Nasty little changeup. Bigger than that was the poise, the way he went about it. Think about it. 21 years old, New York Yankees.
Yep.
Waiting all this time. They planned that whole experience for him. They set this all up, not necessarily to start, but they thought he might, join the team out of the bullpen late in the season.
A lot of necessity now in the rotation as a swing and a miss here for Jackie Bradley Jr. They didn't look in awe of the situation here last night at all.
Not really.
Meanwhile, Jackie Bradley trying to get going at the plate. That has been the case. Average down to 102. Home run, 4 runs batted in this year with Boston. Having a chance to play on a regular basis in center field. And he fouls it off at the plate.
It's amazing how he's just hasn't gotten off. He had a he didn't get the chance this year yet. I mean, he's getting it right now, but he really never got that good of a chance, I don't think, this year. It came last year. He got several at bats. 400, wasn't it? I mean, a lot of at bats last year. And it's hard not to hit 200.
Swing and a miss, and he strikes out. It's 4 strikeouts for Sabathia.
This is we see Erod after the second inning go into the dugout. You see him talking to Vasquez, but the biggest thing is he's really chatty. I mean, he's feeling good about himself, and he's talking about this, talking about that. He was talking to Hannigan right before that. Not all pitchers do that. To me, it's a good sign. I mean, he's just full of confidence. I used to sit there. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I used to zone. Left-handers are different. I'm telling you, they are.
They're a different cat.
They're different. Most of the left-handers I know, pitchers, are different in a good way.
Well, it's interesting to see the different demeanor the guys have on the days they pitch, even before the game.
Yeah, some guys, as soon as they get in the clubhouse, it's like you look in their faces like, oh man, you can't even talk to this guy.
Well, even in the hotel.
Really?
You can see some guys over the years.
Game
You're
face,
like, whoa,
right?
Get on elevators with guys who don't even want to say hello.
That's
because
ridiculous.
They're
it's
in
like
the zone.
It's like we're all supposed to know it's your day,
today.
right? They're so consumed with it. The whole world knows you're pitching, right? Today.
To second, a tough hop, but Ryan's got it, and he throws out Rusney Castillo. So 2 down here in the third. And he'll bring up Xander Bogaerts. You like that during the day on your starts? Not talking to people in the clubhouse, no interactions.
I took a while to find out who I was going to be that way, because I thought that's what you had to be, right?
That's how you learn.
Real serious.
Yeah.
Then slowly but surely I changed. Next thing you know, I'm running around the outfield. I did a lot of different things.
Nicer, kindler, gentler.
Yeah. But everybody treats you different. They
Your
really
day.
do. It is. I love my day. Everybody does. Careful.
Yeah.
Everybody does, but I.
Today's Denny's day.
And let's score runs for Denny today. That's what I'm saying.
40th pitch coming up here for Sabathia with 2 down in the inning. And that is going to be outside. Sabathia with 4 strikeouts through 2 2/3 innings.
Sabathia is a pitcher tonight, using everything.
how hard is it to transform yourself into being a pitcher when you were a hard thrower before and now you're not?
It's tough. It really is. I really couldn't do it. You know, next thing you know, I went to the National League. That helped because, you know, the lineups aren't that tough. And then when you can't get anybody out in that league, now what are you going to do?
You're running out of leagues.
I'm running out of leagues, so let's go to the bullpen. Then you only have to face a few guys.
Right.
And most of them are right-handed, and I can get any right-handed hitter out, I used to think. Right? Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful thing. What a life. And that's how it happened. Because what happened is, to begin with, I had a lot of right-handed hitters. I was burying them, right? So the next thing you know, they started putting left-handed hitters all the time.
And you ran into some trouble then.
Ran into some trouble, just like Masterson does. Sooner or later, you got to change leagues. And then after that, you got to go to the bullpen.
2-2 pitch. Is down low. And you don't want to go to a league below the 2 leagues that are up here.
No, you don't want to go to the minor leagues.
There's not a lot of iron.
There's
there.
zero iron there.
Yeah.
No, that's a hard thing to go back to the minor leagues after being in the big leagues for a long period of time.
Iron is at a minimum.
Yeah, I give guys credit to want to try to make it back.
Bogarts on a 3-2 pitch lifts a fly ball to right field. Chris Young's out there to make the catch. Twilight here right now. It's a 1-2-3 third inning for Sabathia. We're scoreless from Yankee Stadium. Out over $300 million this baseball season. DraftKings has given out $34 million to Boston residents alone since the site launched. Get your free entry into a one-day fantasy baseball contest today by using promo code NESSN. As we head to the bottom of the third inning, Rich Coppola back into the booth, and from Fox Connecticut, our great partnership we have with Fox Connecticut. And welcome back, Rich. Good to see you.
Dan, great to see you guys. You, Dennis. Maybe 3 or 4 more times I'll start to call you Yak. I gotta work up to that first.
Denny, you call me Denny, and you really know me.
Yeah. Rich, we talked about it last time you were in Boston. There is a line here between somewhere in between New York and Boston, and it falls, it seems, in Connecticut.
Oh, for sure, Don. I mean, we talk about it all the time, but no matter how you slice it, it's just you go to any part of the state and you're going to find fans from both teams. And as I said in the pregame show, the Mets fans might be a little bit louder given what's transpired with them over in Queens, but it makes for a lot of fun for sure.
I like the fact that the Mets have got it going on. I really do. I mean,
good to have them back.
Really, that's a fan base that they're just as excited as Yankee fans.
Well, it's great for the game. There's no doubt. When you see the crowds last in the Washington series at Citi Field, I mean, that's great. That's great for baseball, no question.
Now, how do you split your time up as far as coming from Connecticut? Are you at Yankee Stadium as much as you are at Fenway? Would you say it's an even split? Or
yeah, when we tried it, we've probably, to be quite honest, the last couple of years been at Fenway more. We try to split it up. There's a lot of factors certainly that play into that, but we try to get to all 3 teams as best as we can. And now with the Mets being better and Matt Harvey being a Connecticut guy, obviously there's reason for us to visit Citi Field sometime soon as well.
A lot of Red Sox players who've gone to play for the Yankees, Pastures, Boggs, Clemens, Damon, Ellsbury, and how the moves play out in Connecticut for those fans.
You know, Don, it's been so much fun. I did something on Facebook the past couple of days and asking Yankees fans, okay, when the guys came over, what was it like for you? Most of them, for the most part, said, you know what, you're a Yankee now, we'll root for you. You root for the linen anyway. A couple of guys, one of them said he didn't like Boggs until Boggs had that big walk against Atlanta in the World Series in '96. I think Avery was pitching. It was a crucial part of the game. Clemens was a bit tough. Remember, Rocket was so good and you know, would dust guys back and whatever. So he certainly was a villain. But you know, it'll be interesting to see if it goes the other way. I was going to ask you, Dennis, at some point, you know, Gene Michael was Yankee general manager. Were they wooing you to the Bronx?
Well, I'll tell you what. I had one chance in my life to really become a big-time free agent. After the '92 season, I had a great year, and I could have gone somewhere. You know, I didn't have an offer because I didn't want to go anywhere. I mean, I had it good in Oakland. Big yard, right? Yeah. What am I going to do? Come to Yankee Stadium and you come here, pay you a bunch of iron, and if you give it up, they'll boo you out of the joint because you didn't do anything for them. I mean, I felt like I did so much for the Oakland A's. If I do have a stinker, they're going to, you know, give me a break.
And I guess if you give up home runs as a Yankee pitcher, too, you don't have to listen to the dong, 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 dong thing.
Yeah, I'm never going to do that.
And that's the thing, Don, too. I think for the Yankees fans, with almost anyone coming over, there was a grace period for sure. We're in New York, honeymooners. Remember the honeymooners show? There was a honeymoon for those guys. For the Red Sox players, they expected it right away. They knew how they performed on the stage in Boston. They expected it right away. And there wasn't much of a honeymoon for those guys.
But to me, it seems it's only been one way. You know, to me, Clemens, recently Ellsbury, Damon before that. I mean, that's like ripping the heart out of your team. That's not right. The Clemens thing, to me, wasn't right away, remember, because he went to Toronto, then came. So it wasn't like he was a free agent, came straight to New York. But the Damon thing hurt, and then this recent Ellsbury.
Yeah, and Damon was in Hartford a few months back, and we had a chance. He was there for the Hartford YMCA, and we did something. You're seeing it right now. And I had a chance about 40 minutes on stage with Johnny. We talked about everything. It was great. But he was smart. He came with his 2004 ring. His 2009 ring. In fact, after signing autographs, he needed a little bit of a break. He came up to one of the guys working there and said, look, I'm going to leave you my 2 rings, and I'm going to go back and let the people see them, and I'll come back and collect them later on. But he was, I think I asked him, I can't remember if it was on stage or behind the scenes, but about his time with Boston. And, you know, he loved his time here, no question, but he considers himself a Red. I mean, look, he was part of a team that you know, in '04 and the craziness and winning after 86 years, he'd have to consider himself more of a Red Sox player than a Yankee.
Yeah, meanwhile, Erod is dealing out there. He's just dotted 2 pitches on the corner for punch-outs. He's feeling it tonight.
But you look forward to now, you know, what we saw on Tuesday night, what we're seeing from Rodriguez tonight. And if you want to look forward and find something positive, you know, here's a couple of young guys that you got to love what you're seeing.
Yeah, we do. I mean, you talk then an older guy, an older rookie last night, Stephen Wright, doing what he did. But this is the time. And no Red Sox fans want to be in this situation.
Of course.
You know, they just don't. But you do get a chance to look at what you've got. And they know what they've got on the mound with this kid. He's the real deal.
Well, since we talk about having to cover both teams, what about, Dennis, your thoughts about Severino last night and how he threw?
I liked him a lot. I really did. I mean, the velocity was there. Ultimately, it's a 21-year-old kid that handled himself perfectly. Didn't walk anybody. I knew he threw a lot of pitches. But the velocity was there. One bad pitch, really, to Ortiz.
And Owens, too, I thought, showed great command of his fastball and certainly poised for kids that, again, 21 years old.
Yeah, and the kid's 6'6". I mean, it's hard to have command at that young age and that tall.
Now a 2-out base hit for Brett Gardner sets up Alex Rodriguez here after back-to-back Ks for Eduardo Rodriguez. A-Rod with a single to left field in the first inning. Into the shift on the left side. Rich Capola from Fox, Connecticut joining us. Slinging it over to first base is Eduardo Rodriguez. 15 out of 18 for Brett Gardner. Yankees with a lot of speed at the top of their order between Ellsbury and Gardner.
He's not going anywhere.
you know, Dennis, because of all the home runs the Yankees hit, people think, well, they don't need to run. But I think they'd like to see Gardner, you know, early in this at bat from A-Rod, get yourself in scoring position. They don't seem to run as much as maybe some people would like, for especially him and Ellsbury to run.
Well, left-hand pitcher's tough enough anyway, and
sure.
I want to make sure A-Rod gets a chance to swing the bat.
Rolls it over foul here, and it's 1-2. This has been an interesting story to follow this year. The return of Alex Rodriguez from the season he's had.
Well, you know, if anyone said they saw it coming, they're either lying or they're pretty good, because why would you think, given all the things against him, including the age, the year off, and 2 hip surgeries and everything else, that Dennis, I think he's made some great adjustments.
He really has. I didn't expect this at all.
This is on the ground foul.
Obviously, it helps being a DH, right?
Sure.
It doesn't wear him down, but you see how he runs. He's got that hip thing. He doesn't run very well at all.
He said recently he's running about 70%. I think it's more or less, hey, I don't want to pull a hammy or something to get out of the lineup. But, you know, he's always been a guest hitter. But what I think he's done, especially with 2 strikes, is change his approach a little bit. Maybe try to go more. But when he was younger, he had great power to right center field. I thought with Seattle, he hit the ball that way a lot.
Ball and 2 strikes here to Alex Rodriguez. With 2 down, Brett Gardner at first, time call. Yankees leaving 2 men on in the first inning.
Well, he's done some damage to the Red Sox this year. He hit that home run that tied Willie Mays, right?
Yeah,
off of Tazawa, a 3-0 pitch. Then he hit a home run in the first inning off Buchholz, the last game Buchholz pitched. The next day he took E-Rod deep in the first inning.
Total of 24 in the year for Alex Rodriguez. In the dirt, and it's 2-2.
What has impressed you the most with what Rodriguez has done as a young pitcher, Dennis?
Well, I mean, he does it with 2 pitches for the most part. Now tonight, all of a sudden, he's throwing his slider a lot more than I've ever seen it. I mean, to me, if you could do it with 2 pitches at this stage in your career, you're only going to get better.
Runner goes as A-Rod fouls it back. Strikeout of Brendan Ryan to begin the inning. Jacoby Ellsbury struck out. Single by Gardner. Eduardo Rodriguez being very careful here with Alex Rodriguez. Look at the arsenal tonight.
See, tonight.
Yep, less fastballs.
Totally different pitcher tonight.
Rodriguez to left. Hanley Ramirez won't get there. It's by him to the wall. Gardner can run. They're going to try and score. Bogart's throw to the plate is going to be not in time. The Yankees take a 1-0 lead. Alex Rodriguez driving in the game's first run.
I thought he was going to score easy when that ball got over Hanley's head. Closer than I thought. You see this breaking ball that he leaves over the middle of the plate. He hooks this ball. He stings it. Think Hanley's got a beat on it? No, it gets by him. But he gets this ball in and hits the cutoff man, or they would have had no chance. And makes a close play of it. Gives it to Bogey. Bogey makes a nice play to the plate, and he's just too fast. Outruns the baseball.
So to your point, Dennis, you instead of him trying to get in scoring position early in the count with A-Rod, and obviously his ability to hit with power and Gardner's speed, you're okay with him not taking off because he scored from first anyway.
Well, you're hoping he goes bridge, is what, so you don't want to get in the way if he goes deep, right?
That's right.
2 down here in the inning. Mark Teixeira, the batter. Alex Rodriguez in scoring position, and coming all the way around from first base is Brett Gardner.
Who scores on that play? He's probably the only one. Maybe Ellsbury, right?
Ellsbury. 50th pitch of the night, and it's a fly ball out to left field, playable for Hanley Ramirez. And he will put it away to end the inning. Rich, thanks so much for stopping by. Good to see you.
Guys, great to see you. Always a pleasure.
Nice
Good to see you again.
Take care.
1-0 New York. customer service that puts you first. Eastern Bank is here to make your banking and your day easier. See how. EasternBank.com. Here, you're first. Eastern Bank. Back in New York, and Brett Gardner scoring for New York. Yankees have a 1-0 advantage. To the fourth inning we go. David Ortiz leading it off. And swinging the first pitch, popping it up in the infield. Chase Headley makes the catch for out number one. That was a battle. Tough sky right now. It's that time of night.
Well, he's looking up like he doesn't know where it was, but he found it halfway down.
Well, Ace Ticket has great deals on the best seats of the Red Sox and Patriots game, as well as shows like Zach Brown at Fenway. Visit aceticket.com. Ace Ticket, it's more than a ticket.
This is not a good sign for a pitcher to see. You can't get over there fast enough. Nobody else is going to get there. The way they're playing them to shift.
1 out, 5 in a row. Retired by Sabathia. Here's Hanley Ramirez. And the breaking ball in there for strike one.
You know, Hanley Ramirez used to rake left-handed pitchers. This year it just hasn't been the same. I mean, I bet you he's only hitting 250 for off left-handed pitchers, but you'd think he'd be, over the course of his career, just wear them out.
Exactly 250 against left-handed pitchers coming in.
Good guess.
It was a real good guess.
I looked at it
earlier. Oh, okay. So it wasn't a guess then.
I'm not a genius.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So 6 of his 19 home runs have been off lefties, 13 off right-handers. Natural breakdown, 24 for 96 against lefties.
He should scare left-handed pitchers.
2 for his last 26 in that category.
Yeah.
Though. Fouled off to the right, out of play.
Is that the big swing? Talking about it with Farrell, right? Before the game.
Yeah, he was asked what he's seen differently from him in the second half of the year. And basically said the swing has gotten a little big.
Which is he's trying to lift.
Yeah.
Right? This one in particular.
Not as compact.
No. Kind of big.
Fouled off to the right again. And Chili Davis doing what he can. Red Sox hitting coach.
It hasn't been a good second half looking at those numbers.
Red Sox as a team hitting at 256 average wise. They are 5th in the American League in that category. Top foul.
CC thrown as good as he can throw this game so far.
Red Sox are 8th in runs in the American League. A little bit high. Yankees are 2nd in runs in the American League, only behind the team they're about to play, the Toronto Blue Jays. 1st in runs.
Well, the Yankees just scored 90 runs, 91 runs over the last 11 games.
That helped them.
Yo. Yes. Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what CC thought.
Hello. Take a walk off the mound. That means I got to have it. I needs it. This ball is probably inside, but it looked beautiful. Like he just hit the spot. This ball's inside just a hair, right? But he wants it.
Turned his back towards the umpire. Took a little stroll off the hill. Rob Drake has a plate tonight for the umpires. Now Ramirez chops one out to Gregorius, a high hop. And there are 2 outs in the inning. Want the inside scoop from Dunkin' Donuts? Follow at Dunkin' Boston on Twitter for tweets about exclusive contests, news, and more happening in and around New England. The Red Sox run on Dunkin'. What's going on here? The home plate umpire, Rob Drake, going out to the mound.
Sensitive.
Wow, he went out there and said something to CC Sabathia, then turned and came back.
So you don't play it.
I don't usually see an umpire go that far out of his way.
How long has Drake been in this league anyway? Do you know?
A while, I would
It's been
say.
a while?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say.
He's not one of the AAA fill-in guys. As the ball was going around the infield, Drake made his way out.
How about this? Said, I don't appreciate that, pal. You think? Yeah, he said something to him.
He did.
Oh, yeah. I don't
just
play.
bring the baseball. Just didn't come out there to bring him the baseball.
Yeah, I don't play that. I guess you got to do what you got to do. But he showed him up as much as you could, right?
Yeah, you turn your back and take a little stroll.
Right,
I think so.
I think so. He should have just stared in, right?
Mm-hmm. It appeared that Drake made the right call. It was inside.
Yeah, the ball was inside, but boy, he hit the target. A lot of times the target is not a strike.
The thing? Is that the thing, though? You hit the target, you feel like you should get the strike.
That's what I used to do. Every time I hit the target, I'd point at the target like, when are you going to ring this guy? I hit the glove.
So your catcher did you a disservice is what happened. His glove was not a strike.
But that's why you want a catcher that's really like, I had a Ron Hassey was a catcher, and he was really wide down below, and he had a wide stance. So when he put it on the corner, you weren't quite sure if that was a corner or not.
Because he covered up so much
space. He
space.
covered everything.
The umpire couldn't see
right,
what you're saying.
He couldn't see, but it didn't move his glove. I hit his glove, and it didn't move.
So you want a larger catcher is what we learned from this.
And don't snatch it and try to frame it. Just
leave it there.
Yeah, if you hit the target and his mitt doesn't move at all, isn't that a strike? But if he's sitting outside like 6 inches, I get it, you know.
Now falling behind here, Sabathia 3-0 to Napoli.
They set up on the inside anyway. The umpire, they can't see that good out there.
Green light and a nice pick by Gregorius, who gets up and throws out Napoli. That ball exploded on him. And now Sabathia is getting into it with the home plate umpire, Rob Drake. And the Yankees trying to get him off the field as Larry Rothschild, pitching coach out there. Good things happen. Watch out. Good things are happening to local people at easternbank.com/goodthingshappen. Well, it's on to the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-0. Yankees have the lead. And in the last inning, well, that was weird, huh?
I love it. I love it. I love it.
CC Sabathia with words from umpire Rob Drake was about halfway down the line at first base, said a few things, then walked away, and his teammates got in the way. And his pitching coach, Larry Rothschild, came out as well to kind of get in the way.
I don't think he said he was sorry.
No, I'm pretty sure that wasn't the case.
Yeah, he's not walking over there to say, I'm sorry. Check this out. He's finding his way. He says something right away, and luckily there's not a confrontation here. Luckily he just walked away from this, because it could have been ugly. He could have kicked him out of the game.
Young leading it off, swings at the 1-1, pops it up. It is Napoli. Makes the catch on the infield grass. Joe Girardi came out afterwards to calm things down.
Oh, he definitely has to say all the sweet things. You know, he's got to take care of this. He definitely does.
He did a lot of listening.
Yeah,
Drake did most of the talking.
He couldn't get angry right there. He says he's got to say, well, you know, he's a little hot under the collar.
Yeah,
calm
showed
down.
Me up. It was a ball. That's what it looked like. Rod Drake was saying.
How do you deny that?
Yeah,
that's just the opposite of what we were talking about before. When you say hi to the umpire when you leave in the 7th inning. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to do this.
You called a great game tonight.
Right. Good call.
This was different.
This is totally different. He's lucky he didn't kick him out of the game.
He was hit by the last pitch. Chase Headley heading down to first base. Hit batter.
Hit him with a breaking ball.
John Farrell saying whether or not he should challenge this. We'll see if it hit him or not.
Yeah, it nicked his knee. The front knee. I'm telling you.
Front knee?
Yes. I'm telling you.
You're right. They're not sure.
Yeah, see?
Oh, got him. You're all over it.
That's all over that one.
Front knee.
Front knee.
So 1 out, 1 on. John Ryan Murphy, the batter, grounded out to shortstop in the 2nd inning. And now Hannigan going out to talk to Rodriguez.
He's definitely trying to throw a lot of pitches inside to right-handed hitters. I mean, that had to be the game plan tonight.
No one does back-to-school season like Tangier Outlets at Foxwoods. It's your chance to shop over 100 of your favorite brands at a discount. Foxwoods, the official casino and resort of the Boston Red Sox. Visit foxwoods.com to learn more. 1 out, 1 on. John Ryan Murphy. Count of 1-0. Headley held on at first base by Napoli with 1 out. Fouled back to the screen, 2-1. He threw a lot of pitches last time out, did Eduardo?
You think back when John Lester broke in here with the Red Sox. Didn't he go out every time? 100 pitches, 5 innings. He did that a lot. Yep. That's all I remember talking about. And then he came into his own the following year. No, and he took off.
He threw 110 pitches in 5 innings last time out.
You know, we got carried away with him watching him the first 3 starts, didn't we? We thought, oh my goodness, Fernando Valenzuela, he's just going to go off, drop a 14-2 on everybody, right?
6-3 so far.
I know, you get excited. He's got a great arm.
.44 ERA in his first 3 starts led you to believe that. This is too short. The second for 1. On to first, it is late. So they do get the lead runner, 6-4 in the fourth shot of Headley. So 2 down in the inning. Murphy at first.
This ball was hit too slow to try to turn it. You know, you don't see Petey over there. All of a sudden, it took him a long time to exchange it. We get so spoiled with Pedroia. Pedroia will try to turn everything. I mean, he tries and it's amazing he doesn't get taken out.
2 down in the inning. Murphy at first. Didi Gregorius the batter. Had the chance today to visit with Andrew Miller, and you forget the deal Andrew Miller for Eduardo Rodriguez.
Right.
The Orioles end up with nothing in that deal because he ends up finishing the year with them. They thought it was the final piece to put together the package for the Orioles last year. Didn't work out. He ends up in New York.
I can't say I blame him, but you got to sign him. You got to sign Miller. That's what they went wrong.
And so now Orioles fans are thinking, well, we're watching Eduardo Rodriguez now for the Red Sox.
You think about it. What did it cost? 40 for 4? You know, thereabouts. So if I'm Baltimore, I'm paying more to keep him, just because I don't want nothing left. And this kid turns out to be a superstar.
You end up with nothing. For the first and back to the bag is Murphy. Meanwhile, Miller has found his niche. I mean, you think about all those years, kind of rushed to the big leagues as it turned out by the Tigers way back when. Didn't work out as a starter. This is up towards the middle, and Bogart's on the run. And in time, a late lunge there by Gregorius, but he is late. Inning over. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. In concert at Fenway Park. Visit redsox.com/Zach Brown to get your tickets before they sell out. With more on the concert, we send it down to Garen Austin.
You know what, Don? Clay Cook of the Zach Brown Band actually went to school at Berklee College of Music in Boston. And he told me that he used to skip school so he could watch the Sox play at Fenway Park. He also told me that as a student, he never expected he would be playing at Fenway, but he is super excited to be back this weekend. Don?
Well, he's got to be looking forward to that, as are Zach Brown fans as well, as the Red Sox here come to bat in the 5th inning, trailing 1-0.
Are you a Zach Brown guy?
I'm not a big Zach Brown guy.
Okay. I've heard a little of it.
Yeah.
Turn me on to it. I'll check it out.
Check it out.
I'll let you know.
I can see you as a Cowboy.
Imagine me.
You got the boots.
I tell you, I
had at some point.
It's funny. I played in San Antonio my last year in the minor leagues, and I left there. I played there 4 months, right? The season's short. And I left there with y'all. I was telling everybody y'all this and y'all that. Everybody thought I was from the South after that.
Wow.
For the longest time, it's amazing how you catch on.
You mixed it right in. Huh?
I did. I mixed right in. I didn't get the cowboy hat or nothing, but I did the boot. I did the boot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had a Southern accent for a while. I can't even imagine that.
I just said y'all.
That's enough.
Hey, y'all. It's easy. It catches on quick. I didn't like the boot thing though. It's hard to get them on.
They're not comfortable.
I hate it.
Yeah. Especially if you have fat feet.
But you had to have the right pant. I know guys that go on the DL trying to get a boot off, right?
Yeah,
I've heard about that, right?
Yeah.
Could be doing that.
You know, big Stetson cowboy hat. That's when you know you're taking it to the next level.
I did a little Halloween party a couple times with a hat because that means, I look good. It didn't look like some costume. I would just act like I'm a cowboy. Meanwhile, punch out.
Sandoval strikes out 5 Ks for Sabathia.
Sweeping breaking ball here by CC. It's more of a curve ball.
He is pitching tonight.
This is as good as he goes. Here I'm hooting on him before the game starts saying he lost his cheese. Well, he's not exactly bringing it, but he can pitch.
That 93 at times.
Yeah, it's decent cheese, isn't it? I mean,
I would say so, and I would say based on how long he's played, it's educated cheese.
There you go. 35 years old qualifies him.
I'm learning.
Right.
35 the minimum, though? Would you say?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Ryan Hannigan singled his last time up. In fact, he was the last base runner for the Red Sox. There's a strike, and it's 1-1.
Umpire gave him that. That was a strike, but it was an opposite location. They're on good terms again.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. After you have a bit of a run-in with an umpire like that, do you see him sometimes go the other way, or?
No, I don't know. There wasn't much time to change lanes, right? I mean,
outside for ball 2, 2-1.
Well, you sure don't expect him to give you anything.
Right.
Just don't take anything away, right? And we'll be cool.
On the ground up the middle, Gregorius dives, can't get it. It's under his glove and into center. And Ryan Hannigan is 2 for 2 tonight.
Don't know what Gregorius is playing him to pull for after he hit the ball the other way the first time up. Makes a diving attempt. Took forever the ball that got up in the middle there.
1 out, 1 on. Josh Rutledge, the batter, 1 for 8 in the Red Sox uniform. He struck out in the second inning, 1 of 5 Ks tonight for CC Sabathia. Red Sox with only 2 hits off Sabathia. Ryan Hannigan has them both. Downstairs for ball 2. Base hit by Hannigan. Breaks up a string of 8 in a row. Retired by CC Sabathia. Foul over by and into the Red Sox dugout. They'll take the family to Fenway one last time before summer is over. The Red Sox end of summer family pack. August 17th through August the 23rd. This package includes game tickets, free parking, a free duck boat ride to and from Fenway Park, and a free hot dog and Coke. It's a great deal for the whole family. One out, Ryan Hannigan at first base, and Josh Rutledge, the batter, with a count of 2-1. On the ground, foul. A late cut. Had a couple of good defensive plays tonight at second base.
Got him confused a little bit. 2-0 changeup, he fouls and then beats him on a fastball.
Acquired on July the 27th from the Angels for Shane Victorino and cash considerations. Spent the bulk of the year AAA Salt Lake. Shortstop, second base, and third base. Fouled off, 2-2. It was originally a third-round pick of the Colorado Rockies in 2010. Total of 270 major league games now in his career, a .259 major league hitter. Jackie Bradley waiting on deck with one out in the Boston fifth inning. Another grounded foul. Hanging tough. He'll see a seventh pitch.
It's another good changeup by CC. Throwing a couple of them this series of pitches.
Down the right field line, it is going to make its way foul. The Red Sox are offering no fees on tickets purchased today and tomorrow only. On these days, all processing fees on Red Sox tickets will be waived. Get your tickets now at redsox.com. One down in the fifth with Ryan Hannigan at first base. Josh Rutledge in a battle here with CC Sabathia. Center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury over into right center. Off the line and left is Gardner. They're playing for Rutledge to go the other way in the outfield. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and away, and Rutledge strikes out. Second time he's done that tonight. 6 Ks for Sabathia.
Well, that wasn't pretty right there, but it was a pretty tough at bat, but he gets put away with a fastball way out of the zone.
Mika Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, or life insurance. 2 down in the fifth with Hannigan at first base and Jackie Bradley Jr. the batter. He struck out swinging in the third. Word from the manager on the way by for Rutledge.
Can't imagine what that's about.
Bradley takes the strike at the bottom of the zone. Struck out swinging in the third inning. 0 for 1 tonight. 0 for his last 15, as pointed out by Alex Spear of the Boston Globe. 5 strikeouts. He's not had a hit since July.
Make it sound like it was a month ago.
Like years ago.
Right.
No, it wasn't that long ago. Low and away.
I'm out.
Now, today's only August the 6th,
right.
So it's not
it's
that long.
Yeah, it's like a week. He doesn't play every day either.
close pitch. 3-1.
This ball is sitting outside, but he throws it inside. It might have been a strike, but you can't reach and think you're going to get that when you miss location.
Fouled off to the left out of play. Sabathia, the active major league leader in strikeouts, coming into tonight's game, 2,534 Ks. Also the active leader in complete games with 38. 212 career wins.
I thought he was on his way to 300, but it slowed down. 35 years old. It's not going to happen.
Payoff pitch. And it's ball 4. Didn't miss by a lot. Red Sox have 2 on with 2 outs as Sabathia walks the number 9 man. Second walk tonight allowed by Sabathia.
Big mistake by Sabathia. The fastball down out of the zone. Castillo on deck. He wanted Bradley badly there.
So the Red Sox with an opportunity. Boston has left 2 men on through the first 4 innings. They have 2 men on here in the 5th. And Rusney Castillo getting his 3rd look of the night at CC Sabathia. Castillo struck out swinging in the first, grounded out to second base in the 3rd. And he takes strike 1. Hannigan at second, Bradley at first. And now calling him out as Murphy going back and forth here with Sabathia. Sandoval struck out to begin the inning. Hannigan with a single to center. Rutledge struck out swinging. Bradley walking, so 2 on, 2 outs. And Rusney Castillo down on the count 0-1. On the ground up the middle, Gregorius gets a glove on it. Coming around from second is Hannigan. He will score, and the Red Sox tie the score 1-1. A 2-out RBI single for Rusney Castillo has tied the game.
Looks like a harmless ground ball up the middle. He tries to get a fastball in, leaves it out over the middle, but ground ball up the middle. Didi Gregorius cannot get there. He's playing him to pull on the dive. He can't knock it down. That's all he needed to do was knock it down. Meanwhile, RBI single. You see he gets a glove on it, nicks it a little bit. He's got to make that play.
Larry Rothschild, pitching coach, out to talk to Sabathia. 1st and 3rd now with 2 down in the inning, and Xander Bogaerts with a chance to put the Red Sox on top. CC Sabathia's pitching line brought to you by our Eastern Lexus dealers. 4 2/3, 3 hits, a run, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Bogaerts tonight has grounded out to second base and flied out to right. Ball 1. Bradley at third base, Castillo at first base, 2 down in the 5th. That's down 2-0.
Afraid to throw a fastball now. Back-to-back changeups. CeCe's problem is he walked Bradley. That's the mistake.
Yankees have action. Brandon Pinder, who saw in game 1 of the series. Pitch 85 coming up here for Sabathia here in the 5th. There's the fastball, but he misses. 3-0.
Two changeups and then a fastball up and in. Misses. Sure not going to get a gift from the umpire, that's for sure.
Taking, and he takes ball 4. A 4-pitch walk for Xander Bogaerts. Second walk of the inning, the third of the outing now for Sabathia. And the bases are loaded. And you got David Ortiz coming up. Big Poppy is flied out to center and popped out to third base. Chance to put the Red Sox on top here in the 5th.
Got some drama right here. This is it.
Ball 1. Started him with a fastball and missed. 93 on the fastball. 30th pitch of the inning coming up.
That's the problem for CC. 30 pitches in the inning. You're not sure what you're going to get from him. Got to throw him a breaking ball here, you assume. Yep.
And it's in there for a strike. David didn't think so.
All he had to do here was just get this breaking ball over. See him buckle. Trying to think with this pitcher.
Another one and a strike again. 1 and 2 back to back.
Back to back. Just showed him the fastball the first pitch, and then he throws him 2 good breaking balls. David not expecting a breaking ball the way he's reacting to it.
Ortiz has not had a home run against Sabathia since June of 2009.
3 hooks in a row or a high piece of cheese. Now throw him another breaking ball.
That's the fastball by him.
Dance. He's dancing out there.
Red Sox leave him loaded. They get a run and tie it up 1-1.
loaded. Fastball away for a ball. Curveball strike. Backs that up with another curveball. Ortiz doesn't know what to expect. 94 inside corner. Look at the jig. He's getting off. You never see CC do that. Bases loaded.
Might have been his hardest fastball of the night at 94 miles an hour, too.
In a great spot.
32 pitch inning.
Was feeling it.
Brendan Ryan leading it off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Red Sox have tied the game 1-1. Both teams with 3 hits. Long wait for Eduardo Rodriguez. Ryan 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out looking in the 3rd. 1 of 2 Ks tonight for Rodriguez. Back and into center. Base hit begins the bottom of the 5th inning for New York. See momentum shifting here.
You can't help but get excited. Bases loaded, struggling the whole inning. Sounded like he busted his bat, but he had enough on this. Puts a soft line drive up the middle. You see it ran out of gas. Barely made the outfield.
Lead runner on for New York here in the 5th inning for Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 2 in the ball game tonight. And a late swing. Ellsbury grounded to short in the 1st, struck out looking in the 3rd. And on the grass at 3rd is Pablo Sandoval.
Another breaking ball.
Foul, another strike, 0-2. Well, don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after the game. TC and Steve Lyons will break down tonight's game. You'll hear from Eduardo Rodriguez. Whatever, whenever, wherever. Who but WB Mason? On the ground and by the dive of Rutledge at second base. Ryan takes second. The first 2 Yankees have reached here in the bottom of the 5th.
2 good breaking balls. Then he hangs one. 0-2 hanger. Stung. See this roller? Just left it right there, and he stung it. Hope Rutledge could get to it. It's trouble right away. He knows he hung it. Just hoping he hit it at somebody. It got through. That momentum swing, isn't it? Bases loaded to this.
Well, pitching line for Rodriguez brought to you by Ace Ticket. 4+, 5 hits, a run. He's walked a batter, struck out 2, but tough start to this 5th inning. Back-to-back base hits for the Yankees. In the heart of the Yankees order coming up, Brett Gardner standing in.
You got Sandoval playing up on the grass.
So is Napoli at first. Squaring and dropping it down. Hannigan will go to first and barely get him. Sacrifice is complete, but it was close.
Yeah, you can see this. He bunted it. I thought he had a chance. Hannigan to go to third. He thought second of it. He said, luckily in time, that's close play at first base, so the bases would have been loaded, but bunts the ball right back out in front of the plate. And I'll tell you what, there was a play at third base on Ryan. Erod was begging him to throw to third base. Now you got second and third, 1 out.
Alex Rodriguez, the batter. They're going to put him on with first base open. I'd rather have Teixeira batting from the right side than deal with Alex Rodriguez.
Well, Teixeira's a double play waiting to happen. Can't run a lick. And he's had trouble with Erod, to say the least.
Teixeira grounding into 7 double plays on the year. This will be the second walk for Eduardo Rodriguez, the first of the intentional variety, and it loads the bases. Well, Mark Teixeira walked in the first inning, flied out to left in the third. Third plate appearance tonight against Eduardo Rodriguez. We're going over the defense right now. Out straight away in the outfield. Well off the line at first base is Napoli. Kind of bunched up towards the middle. Ball one. Not close. Two for 10 this year with the bases loaded. It's Ryan at third, Ellsbury at second, Rodriguez at first. One out.
He's just trying to lift, get something in the air.
2-0.
Boy, he's out of sync. Those two throws were brutal. What was that? Those are what you call non-competitive pitches, to say the least. He just shoves this ball down on the ground. Sitting up outside. Misfire.
Teixeira pops it up. Hannigan and Napoli, and look out, it's Hannigan who makes the catch. Contact made. Napoli from behind, but everything's all right as they make the catch. Well, Napoli hurt himself or not, but very fortunate. Hannigan was able to hold on to that baseball. They collide.
Got out of this, I'll tell you, after these first two pitches, just two ugly throws. You see a slider down and in, and then fastball he shoves down, and then fastball right there. He's trying to lift it. Routine can of corn there for Hannigan, but Napoli's calling this thing, and he just keeps coming. Luckily, he already had it in his glove. That would have been a mess if they dropped that.
Now Chris Young, as time called, Hannigan headed out.
Teixeira's kicking himself on that 2-0 fastball he just missed.
Teixeira fouls out for the second out of this bottom of the fifth inning. Young in the air to shallow left, and back is Bogarts to make the catch that gets Rodriguez out of the bases loaded jam. Let's take a look at the Red Sox box score. on the line, would you rather be the pitcher or a hitter? Text Sox 1 for pitcher. Text Sox 2 for hitter. Text your answer to 536. 536 message and data rates may apply. One message per vote. Visit NESN.com/terms for terms and conditions as well as privacy policy. Eduardo Rodriguez getting out of a major jam. Bases loaded, 1 out. Yankees can't score. They've left 7 men on as Hanley Ramirez with a healthy hack for strike 1 opens up the 6th inning.
Everybody was absolutely psyched. Him getting out of that 2-0 count to Teixeira, pops him up. Chris Young pops him up. Tell you what, this kid doesn't get flustered. He just doesn't. Makes a bad couple of pitches and comes back and does his thing.
Now Ramirez to left, sending Gardner back to the track to make the catch. Didn't get a great jump. Kind of gliding back and then had to lunge, but he makes the grab on the track for the first out. That carried better than I think Gardner thought it would.
That is an L7. That is a line drive. That is a rocket by Hanley Ramirez. He just couldn't get it up in the air. This ball is going to be way back. That's a nice play to hurry up and get back there.
1 out in the 6th inning from Mike Napoli. A strikeout in the 2nd, a ground out to short in the 4th, 0 for 2. Justin Wilson, hard throwing left-hander we saw in the ball game the other night.
You won't see CC pitch the 7th inning, I'll tell you that.
On the ground, foul. Well, that 5th inning took a lot out of him. 32 pitches in that inning, and it was a stress inning.
Oh,
a taxing inning.
That's stress pieces, and you go back to CC's pitch count on all of his appearances. Not very many times does he throw 100 pitches, if ever. Only a couple of times.
Started this inning having thrown 90. Here is 95 to Napoli. And it's a strike at the top of the zone.
Thank you. This to me looks like a ball. It just does. When the catcher has to reach that high to get that, I mean, I'll take it, but
Napoli reaches out, grounds it to Brendan Ryan at second base for the 2nd out of the inning.
you see how this all went down. It looked like a changeup right there. Ended the bat to Chris Young. And he's loving that pitch. When you make a big pitch on a pitch that, see him turn it over? It's a beautiful thing. Hannigan's loving him. Pitching coach is loving him. And even Farrell's going to come over and love him. You know you did a good job when the manager comes over, huh?
That's a lot of love.
That's a lot of love. Turn me over, changeup. Got out of the inning.
Pablo Sandoval with 2 down. Bases empty. He takes strike 1. He's getting that high strike call right now. Sandoval has walked and struck out 2 plate appearances tonight. Fouled off to the left out of play, and it's 0-2. Tonight on NESN Sports Today, El Duncan and Jamison Coyle will have a recap from Patriots training camp and some highlights of tonight's rubber match in the Bronx. That's tonight after Red Sox coverage on NESN Sports Today, presented by People's United Bank. See what know-how can do. 2 outs in the 6th inning. Sandoval down 0-2. Another tight one tonight from the Bronx. Fouled off. Fastball still getting up there. 93.
I'll tell you, he's had pretty good velocity.
Yeah.
For someone that you thought was losing his fastball. Not necessarily. Yeah, you got to throw him a breaking ball here.
Pitch number 100 of the night. And Sandoval goes down chasing, gets away from Murphy. He's got to throw him out and does. 8 strikeouts for Sabathia, 100 pitches through 5.5, tied 1-1. And date a strong fan, and you just might see yourself in an upcoming broadcast. Tweet your photos now. Brought to you by T-Mobile. Play on here to the bottom of the 6th inning back at Yankee Stadium. Game tied 1-1. Chase Headley, John Ryan Murphy, and Didi Gregorius to bat in the inning. Eduardo Rodriguez with pitch 78 of his outing.
It's a little down. Ooh.
You wanted that.
Yeah.
Headley tonight is grounded out to second and been hit by a pitch. Brought it up a little bit. And out of the big bases loaded 1-out jam in the 5th inning. Yankees have left 7 men on base through the first 5. Foul ground, and that'll reach the seats. To left, Hanley Ramirez leaps and makes the catch. Not look comfortable out there, but made the grab. Results-based business. He got the job done.
Boy, Headley smoked that ball. Real breaking ball down and in. Down and in, and he just cleans it out. Doesn't get enough lift on this, but it got out there in a hurry. A little skip jump catch by Hanley.
One down here in the 6th inning brings up John Ryan Murphy. 0 for 2 in the ball game tonight. On the ground, left side, Bogarts to the backhand. 2 outs. Arbella Insurance Foundation is the proud presenting sponsor of the WEEI Nesson Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. Arbella donates $50 for every strikeout thrown by a Sox pitcher, up to $100,000. Arbella Insurance Foundation, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. 2 outs in the 6th inning. Justin Wilson continuing to warm. It appears he'll be in for the 7th inning. Didi Gregorius the batter. As he takes strike 1 this time, he gets the bottom of the strike zone call. Gregorius 0 for 2. Fly to center, bounce to short. Gregorius coming over from the Arizona Diamondbacks in a 3-team trade. Swings at the 1-1 to shallow left. Ramirez on the run to make the catch. Nice running grab out there by Hanley. It ends the 6th inning. We're off for the 7th. 1-1. Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now on Southwest.com. Sullivan Tire and Auto Service. Thank you, New England, for 60 great years. Your local Subaru dealers. And by Digital Federal Credit Union. See what DCU can save you. 1-1 the score as we head to the 7th inning back in New York. And on the mound is Justin Wilson in relief of CC Sabathia. Went the first 6. 49th appearance for Wilson. 3-0. 2.61 earned run average. 37 strikeouts, 16 walks, under 200. Opponent's hitting at 198. And it is Ryan Hannigan. He's had a nice night at the plate. 2 for 2, both singles, and both hits were off CC Sabathia. 2 of the 3 hits the Red Sox have in the game.
Well, they know what they're going to get off of Wilson. Nothing but gas. 90% of the time he features gas. Pretty good fastball, 95. Look at that. It's ridiculous.
A lot of them. 2 earned runs in his last 27 appearances, dating back to May the 26th. Here's the guy the Yankees got from the Pittsburgh Pirates in exchange for Francisco Cervelli, who had a nice year with the Pirates this year.
Oh, absolutely. Hit 300 for them. How about the other night, though, when Girardi took him out of the game with a 1-2 count, brought in Patansis? I never saw that. Who was the hitter? The left-handed hitter up, too. Oh, Jackie Bradley.
That was different.
Yes.
It worked out because the Yankees
barely.
went on to score 9 runs in that 7th inning. Never saw Betances again.
Right.
Swing and a miss. That one's by Hannigan. 95 on the fastball. Out number 1 of the 7th.
I'll tell you what, tonight, CC Sabathia, this is good. We've seen him in a long time. Talking badly about him not having his cheese. I'll tell you what he had, a bunch of stuff. You see a changeup right there, swinging. Breaking ball down, swinging. Fastball away, swinging. Gas right down the middle, swinging. Look at that hook. Swinging, swinging, swinging. And then the pitch of the night, bases loaded, 94. Loving a little dance, a little jig he put on. 8 punch-outs swinging.
So he goes 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, and the 8 strikeouts you spoke of. Josh Rutledge batting with 1 out. Bases empty. That'll get away. Rutledge 0 for 2 tonight. He had 2 of the 8 strikeouts for CC Sabathia. Rutledge now, Bradley next. Red Sox batting here in the 7th. Fly ball foul down the right field line, out of play. You hear a lot about the lack of velocity, but CC Sabathia 93, 94. It was 94 on the pitch to Ortiz when he needed it the most.
I'll tell you what, that surprised me tonight. I wasn't expecting that. I thought he'd throw 90, whatever, but 93. And like you said, to the pitch of the night to Ortiz. Ooh.
Another fly ball down the right field line, and again it'll go foul. Swing and a miss. Rutledge strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. That's 10 Ks now for Yankees pitching. It's time for a game break. Brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Tom? Here come the Jays.
That is serious. That is serious. I thought this day and age, you know, the offense was going down. Power outage. Not up there.
Not north of the border right now.
That is crazy.
You know, a lot of times when you make moves at the trade deadline, you hope it helps out your team. And sometimes you get those guys and nothing happens and it doesn't work out. Right now it's working out.
Yeah.
Blue Jays.
Oh, yeah. And then just the idea that you went out and got David Price. To me, they needed pitching so badly. And they are going to give Yankees a run for their money. There's no doubt in my mind. I think Baltimore will come around too, but not the Rays. Spare me. I don't play the Rays.
Sizzled?
Yeah. That sounds like they're hot. No, sizzle means you're done.
I know. That's what I know right? What you think sizzle means.
Right.
I know what you mean by it.
All right. Just the opposite.
You're sizzled.
You are done. You know, the steak is done. You're done.
Yes.
Yes.
1-2 pitch. Wilson trying to strike out the side in succession. Bradley tonight has struck out and walked. Wilson starts the 7th inning by striking out Hannigan. Rutledge. Counts even now. 2-2 to Bradley. Full count.
Where do you think he's going to throw? Hello.
Fastball. Here it comes. And it's on the ground up the middle into center field. Bradley's got himself a base hit with 2 down. Second time he's been aboard tonight. Stay tuned following WB Mason Extra Innings Live, a Red Sox final. TC and Steve Lyons will preview the Sox next series against the Tigers. That's tonight on Red Sox Final, presented by Uno's. Red Sox chartering to Detroit after the ball game tonight. Again, a 3-game weekend series against the Tigers. Certainly been a disappointing year for the Tigers.
Looks like they put the white flag out, didn't they? Get rid of David Price. Soria, the closer they got rid of.
Dave Dombrowski.
Dombrowski.
Well, the first and back to the bag is Bradley.
What'd they let him go for? He wasn't on the same page. He got rid of the players before they were supposed to give up. He's going to be a valuable man on the free agent market of general managers or whatever the title is that he has.
Swing and a miss. Fastball by him.
That ball is in the glove. This guy has got sneaky gas. I mean, it's hump, but it's. You think it was 100 the way they swing at it. It's like something different put down there. Breaking ball. What do you know?
Still hard. 91.
It wasn't his gas. I guess it's a cutter. He's late on the cutter.
Two down. Bradley at first, held on by Teixeira. 0-2 pitch. We'll have to wait as they check on Bradley. Swing and a miss. Castillo strikes out. Wilson strikes out the side. It's 7th inning stretch. Tied at 1. Their 109th game, the Red Sox lost to the Orioles 12-8. Jim Rice had 4 hits, including a solo home run for the Sox. Well, game tied up 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Scoring started back in the 3rd inning for New York. Alex Rodriguez with a double that would score Brett Gardner all the way from first base. And the Yankees had a 1-0 advantage. Gardner with the headfirst slide, looting the tag of Hannigan. And the Red Sox would answer. Base hit by Rusney Castillo off the glove of Didi Gregorius would score Ryan Hannigan. And the game was tied 1-1. Game summary brought to you by Xfinity. Eduardo Rodriguez about to start the 7th inning. Has gone 6 so far, giving up the 1 earned run. Good night tonight for Hannigan with 2 hits. CC Sabathia going the first 6 innings. Sabathia throwing an even 100 pitches in the game, giving up an earned run. And Alex Rodriguez 2 for 2 in the ball game. A good 1-2-3 inning for Eduardo Rodriguez in the 6th inning.
Erod tonight, only 2 punch outs on the night, but he gets them when he needs them. You see that he dotted that corner there, dotted Ellsbury, but the big pitch with the bases loaded to Shara, a pop out. Change up to Young, another pop out to Bogaerts, and that was the inning. That was the pitch.
Yankees left them loaded in that inning. They've left 7 men on tonight. 5 in a row retired by Eduardo Rodriguez. Action for New York in the pen. Dylan Betances up. Brendan Ryan leading it off here for New York in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ryan struck out looking in the 3rd inning, single to center in the 5th. Fouls it back, and Rodriguez ahead 0-2.
Rodriguez looks fresh, doesn't he? A couple 94, 95.
Well, there is action in the Red Sox pen. Tazawa up in the pen. Eduardo Rodriguez right now with 87 pitches starting the 7th inning. Remember, last time out, 110 pitches got him only 5 innings. That was against Tampa Bay. It was a career high 110 pitches. Issued a career high 4 walks in that game against the Rays. Ryan strikes out. That is strikeout number 3 for Rodriguez, and it opens up the bottom of the 7th inning. Well, Tuesday on the Red Sox Report, go behind the scenes to relive Pedro Martinez's memorable week from his enshrinement at Cooperstown to his jersey retirement at Fenway. Catch it on a special edition of the Red Sox Report Tuesday at 5.
How about the way Erod's pitching? You talked about it earlier in the game, a bunch of sliders, right? So unlike him, and now he's coming back throwing fastballs. Totally different approach to this game.
Strike called, 1-1. Ellsbury grounded out to short in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd, single to right in the 5th.
A breaking ball.
In the air to deep right field. Jacoby Ellsbury into the 2nd deck. His 5th home run of the year. Giving the Yankees a 2-1 lead.
He hung him a breaking ball last time up. Second home run Ellsbury's hit off of Rodriguez this season, and this one was huge. This is what happens when you throw hanging breaking balls, just spinning, and he just lifts, and this little guy could hit him a long ways, and that's what he just did with that hanging breaking ball. Middle. You see Erod drop his head. That's not a cheapie there.
2-1 New York as Gardner looks at strike one. Last night it was Ortiz's home run. Gave the Red Sox their second run. Tonight it's Ellsbury's home run to give the Yankees a 2-1 lead.
The problem is you're staring at Betances and Miller.
Now they have a lead.
I mean, my goodness.
Pitch 95. Strike call. Gardner conferring with Rob Drake on the count. It's 1-2. And he elevates, gets him in a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Climbed the ladder, and Gardner is strikeout number 4. So Rodriguez bouncing back after the home run.
Boy, he had humped this inning. He punched out Ryan on nothing but gas, and he puts away Gardner on a high fastball. See the follow through. He's feeling good with his gas, and he got burnt on a breaking ball.
2 down. Alex Rodriguez has been on base 3 times tonight. Single, double, and last time up was intentionally walked to load the bases with 1 out in the 5th inning. Worked out for the Red Sox to get out of the jam at the time. Intentional walk, by the way, just the 3rd time A-Rod has been intentionally walked on the year as he takes strike 2. Picks up that outside corner.
Got such a nice fastball this inning, and to get burned on that breaking ball, it's like, oh.
Even hundo now for Eduardo Rodriguez.
I mean, he seems so fresh with that fastball. His body seems just loose as can be.
Full count now. On deck, Mark Teixeira. There are 2 outs here in the New York 7th inning. Popped up, foul ground. Napoli will not have a play. Back in the aisleway. Jacoby Ellsbury has changed this game in a New York minute. Payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. Rodriguez strikes out, but the damage done. Jacoby Ellsbury has put New York on top 2-1 at the end of 7. Let's take a look at the updated Red Sox box score. Of the game. Use hashtag Nesson, Data Strong Fan, and you might just see yourself in an upcoming broadcast. Tweet your photos now, brought to you by T-Mobile. 2-1, the Yankees have the lead over the Red Sox now thanks to the Jacoby Ellsbury home run. And as we head to the 8th, Dylan Betances into his 50th game of the year, 6-2 with a 1.31 earned run average in 55 innings. How about 88 strikeouts, 24 walks. Opponent sitting at 119 against Betances. Xander Bogaerts to lead it off. 2, 3, and 4 for Boston here in the 8th.
For a guy that throws in the high 90s, he loves his breaking ball.
Fouled off to the right, out of play.
That's amazing. This is for the season. He's only thrown 32% fastball.
Yes.
That's incredible. And he throws high 90s.
The other way, down the right field line, foul.
99? I'd feature that a lot.
All the time.
I mean,
if you have it.
But he's got that buckler. I mean, they have no chance on that breaking ball.
Inside, and Bogaerts gets hit. They're going to check. Did he swing? No. Or did he get hit? No.
No, he just scared to death almost.
Wow. Dropped the bat like he got hit.
Look at the reaction to this. He knows that if that had his name on it, he was going to be drilled. He just got lucky it didn't hit him.
Glanced off the glove.
I mean, he's looking breaking ball and gets a fastball at his chest, and it doesn't hit him.
Time out!
I mean, wow.
Well, he goes down and away.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Bogaerts, Ortiz, and Ramirez to face Betances, who now has a 1-run lead.
About the only thing you can say bad about Betances is he can walk a few guys occasionally. Another breaking ball.
On the ground towards Gregorius at shortstop. First out of the 8th inning.
See the strikeout at the end of the inning off of A-Rod. Changeup. Walks off the field having punched out the side in that inning, but the home run ball by Ellsbury cost him. And Farrell's talking to him here, telling him nothing but good things. He'll be proud of the way that kid pitched tonight.
Ortiz takes strike 1. I thought it was a little low. 0 for 3 tonight. Nothing bigger than the 5th inning when Davey came up with the bases loaded and struck out swinging against Sabathia.
Another breaking ball.
On the ground into the shift. It's Ryan in short right. 2 down. Take a closer look at what's ahead for the Red Sox. In Detroit, tomorrow starting pitchers Joe Kelly against Daniel Norris. Of course, formerly of the Blue Jays, going to the Tigers. As Joe Kelly 3-6 on the year. Norris 2-1 with a 3.23 earned run average. Last time out against Baltimore, 7 1/3. As for Kelly, 5 innings, giving up 5 runs against Tampa Bay. Closer look brought to you by FW Web Selection Expertise Solutions. More at FWWeb.com. Zawa sits down. Robbie Ross is up in the Red Sox pen.
Oh, he's finally going to throw a fastball.
Ramirez fouls it off. 98.
98. I mean, to me, this kid is one of a kind. He's right in that Kimbrel type dominant. And, you know, Chapman, obviously.
Too far in.
Hundo.
Hanley is grounded out twice to short, lined out to left. Breaking ball for strike 2.
That's ridiculous. It just is. You know, you've seen 100 miles an hour, then he throws a 86-mile-an-hour bite, and just a biter. The ball's spinning so hard.
On the ground, fights it off into right field. Down the line and into right, and Ramirez is aboard. Of a late swing there, and with Teixeira off the line, it's into right field, and Hanley Ramirez has a 2-out base hit. Talk about a defensive swing.
Talk about success. He got a fastball emergency swing late, right down the line. See how far Teixeira is playing off the line. I tell you, Chris Young playing right field gets to this ball in a hurry because Hanley was thinking about 2. And he picks it up, turns and fires, but a lot of room down that line. That's an accomplishment to get a hit off this guy, period.
Gives Mike Napoli a chance. Napoli 0 for 3 in the ball game tonight.
You'd think you could run on him because he takes so long to uncoil that big body. There he goes.
There goes Ramirez. And the throw down, and Hanley steals second base. So the tying run in scoring position now with 2 outs here in the 8th.
Didn't even have a big lead, a little walking lead. But he takes a long time to let it go because that throw was decent, but catcher really had no chance.
This is the 12th stolen base against Betances this year.
He does something wrong.
There's only been 1 runner caught stealing. And Betances has been on the hill. Hanley with a base hit, now a stolen base at second base. 0-1 to Napoli.
I wonder how your elbow holds up after all those curveballs all year long.
One and 2.
Looked like he threw the curveball by him, didn't it? He started his swing late and just went and followed through with it like he was right on it. I mean, that ball's in the glove, and then he starts to swing.
To their feet at Yankee Stadium with a ball and 2 strikes, 2 down here in the 8th. Napoli strikes out looking. He knew it. Betances with his first strikeout ends the inning. The Yankees take a 2-1 lead to the bottom of the 8th. Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. 2-1. The Yankees have the lead over the Red Sox back in New York. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Robbie Ross Jr., 32nd appearance, 0-1. 4.14 earned run average, 33 strikeouts, 16 walks. And opponents hitting at .264 against the lefty, the closer for the Yankees up in the pen, Andrew Miller. Mark Teixeira leading it off and taking strike one. Teixeira walked in the first, flied out to left in the third, fouled out to Ryan Hannigan, the catcher, in the fifth. Almost got hit. Not sure why Tazawa is not in this game at this point. He was warming up. It's been since the second since he has pitched in a game. And it is Ross who comes in here with the Red Sox trailing by a run. Is on the ground to first. Napoli will take it himself to the bag for the first out of the inning.
Hey,
It's tomorrow at 6:30. Don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live presented by DCU. DC and Steve Lyons will preview an important start for Joe Kelly. DCU Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you?
Tazawa probably would have been in this game if they didn't fall behind. That's what I'm thinking.
My thinking is you want to keep this a one-run deficit.
I agree. But maybe he changed his mind when. I mean, he would have been in this game 1-1. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Because they fell down behind, he's not. Right?
Apparently so.
Yes.
Chris Young 0 for 3 in the game. On the ground down the third baseline, Sandoval. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th.
Boy, you got 2 ugly swings from Teixeira, and then you see Young got jammed. Some weak outs.
For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy. Make a donation at Children's Hospital towards a $25,000 commitment once again this season. CVS Pharmacy, the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. 2 down here in the 8th for Chase Headley. Fouls it off himself, and down he goes to one knee.
Robbie Ross generates a pretty good fastball. Not a really big guy, but gets it up there pretty good.
H.B. Hood salutes the Red Sox Foundation for its commitment to 4,900 accredited charities throughout New England. Strike 2. Ross pitched in game 1 of the series. Charged with a blown save in that game. Came in for Henry Owens in the 6th inning. 2 on and no outs. Both inherited runners to score in a single and a double. Outside, full count now. On deck, John Ryan Murphy. 2 down in the 8th, though. And a swing and a miss. Ross strikes out Headley to end the 8th. Andrew Miller will be on for the 9th. It's 2-1 Yankees. Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Jacoby Ellsbury with a home run. As we take a look at the Toyota play of the game, it's the difference in the game. Off by Eduardo Rodriguez, the home run for Jacoby Ellsbury, his 5th of the year, for the Yankees on top 2-1. Andrew Miller into the game. His 37th appearance, 23 out of 23 in save opportunities. Opponent sitting in 111 against the tall lefty. Sandoval looks at strike one.
He throws hard, but I'll tell you what, the devastation is that slider.
Looped into left. Gardner coming in for the first out of the night. For every home run the Red Sox hit the rest of the season, Alltown will donate $500 to Boston Children's Hospital. Alltown is New England's premier healthier convenience retailer. One out for Ryan Hannigan, who's had a 2-hit night, both singles, one to right, one to center. Last time up, struck out. Andrew Miller, the first pitcher in Yankees history to convert each of his first 23 save opportunities with the club.
He missed about a month with an elbow problem.
And left flexor forearm muscle strain, missed a total of 25 games. That's on the corner, and it's 1-1. Hannigan didn't think so. Miller signing a 4-year contract with the Yankees back in December. Strike two.
That big sweeping breaking ball. When we had him, he used to throw a baby 96. Now I just saw 92, but this is the equalizer, that sweeper. And another one coming.
Rounder foul. On deck is Travis Shaw. He hasn't been able to play in this series, and he's going to have to face Andrew Miller pinch hitting.
Isn't that nice?
Here you go.
Here you go. They saved him all night for 3 games for this. Back to the sweeper.
And Hannigan hits a ball to right field. Chris Young's going to have plenty of room for out number 2. Two down in the 9th as Josh Rutledge hit for by Travis Shaw. 391 so far for Shaw. 2 homers, 3 runs batted in.
Maybe he'll hang something. He can run into it.
He's coming up on Saturday. 6 for 8, 2 home runs, a double. As he takes strike one. 5 major league games now for Shaw. 9 for 14. Oh, and 2.
Slider, 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 slider. At least he foul tipped it right there. That was, it's hard to try to hook that ball. The only way you're going to do anything with it is to hit the other way.
2 down in the 9th. 0-2 the count to Shaw. To left field, and Shaw's got himself a base hit. Tying run at first for Boston.
How about that? Throws him a fastball. .
Now the pinch runner at first base. Brock Holt's going to pinch run for Shaw.
Throws him an 0-2 fastball up middle. Did him a favor. Didn't try to pull it. He's just trying to hit it anywhere.
Tying run at first with 2 down. Here is Jackie Bradley. Takes ball 1. Bradley struck out in the 3rd, walked in the 5th, singled to center in the 7th. Two and 0.
I've always thought that if anything, any problems that Miller would have in the closing role would be walking people controlled. There's always been an issue with him.
Falling behind here, 2-0. 3-0. They've not been close.
Not at all.
So a little drama here now in the 9th after getting the first 2 outs in Sandoval and Hannigan pretty quickly and easily. Shaw, the pinch hitter, with a base hit to left, now being run for by Brock Holt. And a 4-pitch walk has the tying run in scoring position. He walks the number 9 man. Larry Rothschild, the pitching coach, going to pay a visit to the mound.
He was out there rushing, you know, he was in a hurry to get this thing over with. It hasn't been closing all that long. And everything's gone just peachy for him this year. 23 out of 23. This ball could have been a strike down and in, but the way he had to reach all the way across for it, you're not going to get it.
Rusney Castillo struck out, grounded out, singled to center, and struck out again. The single drove in the Red Sox run back in the 5th inning. Now he takes strike 1. In case Uehara's up. Holt at second, Bradley at first. Strike 2.
Slipped a little fastball by him there, down and in. Gave him something to think about other than that sweeping breaking ball.
The 0-2 pitch. He struck him out, and the Yankees hold on to win. Andrew Miller now 24 for 24 in save opportunities. And the Yankees able to win the series. Another tight one tonight at Yankee Stadium. We'll step aside and come back with more after this.